In the Bible, the word church is used over 150 times. And it's used when talking about some specific churches, like the church in Corinth, as well as this idea of like the universal church, like the whole church body, the kingdom of God. And each time the word is used, it's a Greek word, ekklesia, right? Ekklesia. And the word translates to literally mean gathering or assembly. And so whenever you're reading the Bible and it talks about the church, it isn't talking about a building. It isn't talking about a denomination. It's not even talking about a specific type of worship experience. It's talking about a group of people that come together to live out the mission of Christ. In other words, if you listen to a church's podcast, that's good. And I strongly recommend you do that. But that's not church. It's just not. Honestly, that's more self-help than church, because part of the foundation of church is community. It's gathering together. It's serving together. It's worshiping together. It's taking communion together. It's learning and growing together. That is church as God designed it. Right? Church isn't something you do. It's something you're a part of. And again, I'm just going to be aggressive with you all, but you can't truly be a part of church if you are passively engaging at home later in the week. And I said this to my church too, so trust me, I'm not just like bringing this out on you guys. The reality is what it means to be a church is that it means to be together. But here's what's fascinating about the word ekklesia. So ek means out, and klesia actually comes from the Greek word kaleo, which means called. So it very literally means the called out ones. Ekklesia means the called out ones. In other words, we gather together to worship. We gather together to learn and grow in our faith. We gather together to use our gifts. We gather together to honor God. But then we go out into the world and bring with us what we learn in this space. Right? We leave here with the good news that grace is available, given from a God who loves people no matter how lost or broken they are. And we deliver that message to a world that desperately needs to hear it. Right? We are called out. Talk about irony, right? The word used to describe the church is called out, yet our desire is to stay in. Our desire tends to be about our faith and our comfort and our beliefs and our relationship with Jesus. But that isn't at all what the church is supposed to be about. Church isn't a place you go. It's a movement that you're part of.